don't turn around. Don't turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
Come on, Franklin. It's gonna be fun.
What's up, YouTube? I wanted to do a quick video for Friday the 13th. It's sort of related to Friday the 13th, but it's more related to some of the memorabilia in my studio. So let's take a look. Come along. Okay, so this is going to look a little bit different than it does on the actual video. One, because I have all the lights on. This place is a mess right now. But what's happening is I want to redo this entire back wall. And what I want to do to it is do a lot more, almost all artwork. You'll notice there's a lot of like action figures and just different random stuff. I want it to all be photographs and artwork. Prints, I guess you might say. So I've started really getting into collecting the different artwork, especially the Jim Ferguson stuff. It's the best. So you'll notice, and we're not really going to talk about, like right now I've got the Halloween. This is sort of mostly the Halloween wall. Here's your Friday the 13th. This is mostly the Friday the 13th wall. But what I started with, and then it spills over some Friday the 13th into Chainsaw Massacre. So while I love Chainsaw Massacre, it is my favorite, but I want this to be a little more eclectic collection so it's not so chainsaw heavy, and it will still be chainsaw heavy, but there'll be a lot of other stuff in there too, just to spark a little bit more interest, and I'll tell you why more about that too. So we're just going to go from right to left, and I'm going to talk about some of the artwork and what's on here now, and then we'll talk about what's going away or what might go over here to the computer and all this other mess that goes on over here. So let's just start first by, well, we got to show you the closet just because my co-host is in here. This is, you'll see this is, I'm hoping to have him change periodically with some of my cosplays, but we got Part 2 Jason chilling here in the closet. He was standing out here. You might see him some of the intros, and he's not going to always be Part 2 Jason. He was a stormtrooper in a couple of videos, but see some of the masks up there. Want to get Johnny up there, a little Ben Tramer, Leatherface, all that stuff. So, and then any new costume. So that's just a quick sneak peek at that. But let's get on to the video. So right here we got my Jim Ferguson Leatherface. It's one of my favorite pieces in my entire collection. Love this thing, but what I want to do is I want to feature all my pieces from Jim sort of sequentially, I guess. So I'll put this one, and then I'll put this one, and then I'll put, where'd it go? This one, kind of all together, so it just looks a little more in order. OCD, I guess. But yeah, so Jim Ferguson Leatherface Chainsaw Dance. This is my Trick or Treat Leatherface mallet for my cosplay. Did for Halloween a couple of years ago. This is a blacklight poster that I love. Not real sure about blacklight, like the correct black lights. I tried to buy some LED black lights that didn't really work. So if anybody has any suggestions on how I could really light this up and make it look cool, please let me know. Miss Terry McMinn, love her. This was at Horror for the Holidays in Austin last year. And then we've got some NECA figures. So this is one of my whoops. And then here's one of my NECA figures. Let me take them off the wall. So this is sort of like a traveling piece that I've gotten almost everyone to sign. We've got Ed Neal, the Hitchhiker, signed right there. Jerry, Alan Danziger. We have Ed Gwynn, the truck driver. William Vale, Kirk. And we've got Grandpa right there. So I still would like to get some more signatures on this one. John Dugan, sorry, Grandpa. I'd like to get more signatures on this one, but so far that's all I got. This one is based off the Atari 2600 video game, which, as the hardcore fans know, Leatherface was green. The graphics are terrible. I suggest you go watch some gameplay on YouTube. It's really funny. But yeah, this is a cool package that they did. This green NECA Leatherface. Like it a lot. This, and keep in mind, some of this stuff could end up as giveaway items one day. So we're coming up on 400 subscribers, so I want to do a giveaway. So anything in this room could potentially be given away. Here is my favorite William Vale signature. Got this in Bastrop a few years ago. I love this piece. One of my favorite things. Here's a plethora of lanyards. And this is one of my favorite photographs ever, with the cast and crew at Texas Frightmare with Alan Danziger's van in the background before it was actually painted the correct color. I did color correct it in Photoshop on one of my posts. You might see it. Here's a little chainsaw pin from Alan Danziger. Here is my Polaroid 230 land camera signed by Ed Neal. Love that thing. It's my horoscope maker and delineator signed by the beautiful Miss Terry McMinn. Can't remember where she signed it, but I promise you it's in here somewhere. She wrote a long note and it's really awesome. So trust me, it's in there. These two things will not be given away in any update. It's Miss Terry McMinn again. Gotta have a VHS copy of Chainsaw, physical media, so important. This isn't necessarily Chainsaw Massacre, but I felt like it fit. It's one of my favorite Austin artists, Charles Hancock, and it's just badass. So that's why it gets a spot on the wall and will stay somewhere with the chainsaw stuff. Guess again who my favorite lady is from Chainsaw. It's Terry McMinn. Me and Ed Neal kicking it. Me and Ed Neal kicking it. And then way up here, if I can reach, I probably can't reach, Ed Neal signature and a Leatherface Terror Tunes or whatever it's called. Sorry, I need a gimbal. There's Jessica Biel, 2003 Leatherface. There's a couple of more, like cloth action figures. I did get Jerry to sign the van up there, and then as well as Perry Lorenz signed the blue truck as he was the blue getaway driver. Then there's me with Andrew Berinsky, I'm sorry, I can't remember how to say it, in costume at Houston Horror Film Fest. It's way up there. The beautiful Miss Caroline Williams. Met her in Bastrop at the gas station. Signed it to a Far Out fan. So me and Chop Top, I guess. And then Miss Terry McMinn again. This is my first Terry McMinn autograph. This was ordered via mail because she hadn't been at a convention, so I was impatient and she sent me that in the mail. So she was super cool. I kind of crafted this frame with some junk from Hobby Lobby, the windmill, little Coke bottles, and this is an old Leatherface figure, like a reaction figure or something. Then here's Pam's bracelet. Got this on Etsy from some super cool creator that I forgot to wear when I did my Leatherface Halloween costume, so that was a fail. This was an old Texas bluebonnet scene that my great uncle had painted, and I'm sure he's not excited with what I did to it, but I had to paint Leatherface on it, so I hang it on my wall. It's my favorite Leatherface figure. Super creepy. And then this is actually an impression of my teeth from 8th grade. Had some jacked up teeth, that's why I got braces, so but I thought that fit with Chainsaw. Norman Bates pop. Caroline Williams again. We've got William Vale, Terry McMinn, and Alan Danziger. Then also the crown jewel piece of my office is this cocktail table Donkey Kong game. Love this thing. You can hear it humming. I don't usually have it on because it's so loud and it's probably putting out tons of radiation. So this is where we get into a little Friday the 13th love. This is my Part 5 mask from Crash Creations, the best in the business in my case. This is signed by Violet from Part 5, Tiffany, and the guy that played Roy. So, cannot remember the names. I'm feeling bad. There's another Part 5 Dream Sequence Jason, NECA Part 2 Jason. That one's signed by Warrington Gillette. I'm not going to take it out of that shelf right now. And my favorite final girl from all Friday the 13th, Miss Lauren Marie Taylor. She's the best. This is a custom action figure card back that I designed. I wanted to do a custom action figure for Vicky Perry since she never gets any NECA love. None of the final girls do. NECA, what are you doing? There's more Lauren Marie Taylor. There's a Jason Tiny Terrors. Another part 2 there is Trish from part 4. Signed my part 4 mask. This is a little shrine, mother shrine next to Jason. Here's a couple more NECA figures down here. I won't go through all of them. And then some more reactions over here on the side, but that's getting into the corner of the wall, and I don't want to go into that. But here's my big bad NECA Friday the 13th part 4 Jason ultimate figure. A couple more. There's me and Kane Hodder in costume. Me and Julia Ronson. And then there's a couple more Jason things back there. But this is what kicked off my whole collection. My buddy Sam, you've seen him in some of my videos. He got me this as a birthday gift probably back in 2012 maybe. And it sat in storage for a couple of years before I started realizing, hey, I think I'd like to turn this into an obsession. So it does have Marilyn Burns' signature and Gunnar Hansen, which I will always cherish that. And then Ed Neal as well. And there's a little card with truck driver Ed Gwynn has signed as well. So really, I just wanted everyone to see what this back wall looks like, or looked like. If you ever wondered what the heck is going on behind him in these videos, this is what it looks like with the lights on, and there's some cool stuff. So if anybody has any questions about any of this is my Mondo poster. Also signed by Pam, Jerry signed by the van. But if anybody has any questions or comments, or let me know what you think about some of the stuff on the back wall. What do you want to see stay? What do you want to see go? What do you want me to give away when we hit 400 subscribers? Because there's only a couple of things that on this wall that I would not consider giving away. And there's a little Norman Bates for good measure. There'll be more Psycho stuff on the wall when it goes to straight art prints and posters and photographs. But yeah, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this short abbreviated studio tour. Give you a quick view of that side. Little Clive Barker. My Necronomicon, got to keep it locked up. With my Sam Raimi and all that stuff. I would like to do a full studio tour one day, and hope that is something that could interest people. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what your favorite thing was back here on the wall, okay? Thanks. Talk to you later. Happy Friday the 13th.
If I have any more fun today, I don't think I'm going to be able to take it.